you don't get asked to walk down a path like this too often, and as brutal and disturbing as it was, I felt it was really important for me to do. You know, the director had a very specific and passionate vision for the film, and you know, what we did was try to be as respectful and have as much dignity as possible walking through the process, because it's a tricky thing when there are survivors of such a horrifying event like this. You know, but for us, we really felt that it was a worthwhile experience and something that needed to be examined. It's an experiment. In no way does it sympathize or glorify Mark in any way. It wasn't sensationalistic, you know. No one's out to make a quick buck. It's not that kind of movie. Well, it was important to me to examine everything that I could before December 1980. That's the person that I needed to find. You know, I immediately went to his hometown and started to talk to old friends and family in hopes that I could just try to capture a sense of who this guy was. I think the surprising thing to find out was that he was a human being. There was someone who loved and adored the Beatles and then would commit such a horrific act. There were days on the set that I was like physically ill, having to do the scenes, like, you know, just dry heaving. The thought of like what was transpiring, you know, because it's so easy to just let him be a monster. But when you're taking on a part and you're an actor and you're playing a role, you can't, or else what you get is a two-dimensional portrait of a stereotype. And I was like, oh my God, how am I ever going to gain 20 pounds for a part? And then, you know, I'd heard about other actors that had gained 20, 25 pounds for a role, or even Robert De Niro gained 50 pounds for a part. I'd begun every meal, every snack, every time I had to force feed myself, I'd begun that process as full as I've ever been full in my entire life. And for me, it was always about work. And I also had this strange thing where I never really felt like I had gained any weight. I'd see it on me and it kind of felt foreign, you know, but I still felt like I needed to gain more and more. And you know, you look down at the scale one day and, you know, I've gained 67 pounds, and I was, you know, shocked myself. I think it was shocking to learn what you're capable of, you know, how far you can go.